Alright guys, this is update number 30 on the 1937 Rat Rod. So I was planning on doing the floor. I got in there, started pulling measurements, looking at things, and I really need to figure out what kind of seat I'm going to use. That way when I build my framework, I know exactly where it's going to bolt in, how it needs to set. So if the floor needs to have braces in certain spots, I have all of it in. So I figured today, why not? I'll just go ahead and make some seats, alright? And I've looked at car seats. I've got tons of car seats and stuff, but nothing really catches my eye. It doesn't fit in the car. Just a lot of times people just throw seats in these things, and that's not what I want to do. So I've decided to make them. So what I did is I've got a 55-gallon drum here. I sat on it, so my ass fits in it and everything else. The width's about right. I might have to do a little trimming. So then I sat down, I took a piece of poster board, and this is 1/2. So what I did is I sat in a chair with it, and I kind of drew where my legs and armpit is and everything, so I could kind of get a feel of what I would want the seat to be like. So what I'm gonna do is trace this out on the barrel 4 times, you know, one left and right, and then flip the barrel over and do the same, and we'll start cutting it out and see how we can make this fit. All right, let's get to it.
In the high place, got women's in the Brookfield, got women's on the east side, the west side, and any other side is the best side. Gonna do tonight, gonna do tonight, gonna do tonight, gonna do tonight.
Alright guys, well I got everything cut and ground. I sat in it, it's kind of comfortable and all. Now there needs to be some adjustments. Okay, about where it's going to be in the car, where they sit right now, I'm only going to have about 3 inches, 3 to 4 inches for the drive shaft to fit in between the seats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrow them just a hair. Okay, so what I've done is I've just laid out a pie cut in here. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is slice a pie out of it and then squeeze it together and weld it back. This should give me between 10 to 12 inches for the drive shaft to come through. That's enough room for me to play and put a tunnel in there. All right. So just want to make sure you guys know when you're cutting a drum, make sure there's nothing flammable in it before you cut it. All right. Don't think I should have to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Make sure there's nothing flammable. All right. This one had vegetable glycerin in it. Had a little bit left in it. Didn't realize when I cut it, it went all over my garage. Not a big deal, cleans with water, I washed it up. So anyway, all right guys, we're gonna go ahead and split this and try to squeeze it together. They're repaving the streets in my neighborhood, so there's trucks going by non-stop right now. Anyway, let's get to it.
It on a Monday, I need it on a Tuesday, I love it on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Gonna do tonight, got women's in the high place, got women's in the Brookfield, got women's on the east side, the west side, and any other side is the best side. Gonna do tonight, gonna do tonight.
All right guys, well, I got it cut, ground. I went ahead and cut the front of the seat off at 17 inches because I measured a bunch of other seats, and that's about average like my race seats and stuff like that. if it's too far forward, it hits you in the back of the knees, which I don't have that problem, but you know, if somebody else is sitting in the car and they're shorter than me, it'd be hitting them in the back of the knees. So I cut it off to 17. We narrowed it down 3.5 inches. So so far so good. Now the next thing I'm going to do is take some of the small round stock, and we're going to try to bend it and tack it right around the top edge so we don't have a sharp edge. And we're just going to go right around the edge with it and tack it, and then we'll go through and stitch weld it out. And that way it's a nice smooth surface for when you're sitting there, you don't get cut on it all the time. So that's the next part I'm going to do. All right guys, frame's done. So pretty simple, you know, I just cut the design out, narrowed it to where I wanted it, added this piece of right angle in the front, and put this rod on here so that way it won't cut me. So anyway, I'm gonna take it over to my buddy's shop and bead blast it. He's got a big cabinet over there, so I'll stick it in there and just knock all the paint off of it. And then maybe do some decorative work on it. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so I mean, it's not that hard to do. The drum already kind of has the shape, you just gotta throw the outline on it. So alright, I'm gonna put it in the car and see how it looks. Alright guys, well, seats in, plenty of headroom, plenty of leg room. I'm happy with it. So I'm glad I went with the low back, because with the chop top and everything, it would look weird with these really high seats in it. So I'm happy with it. So, you know, I'll take it to my buddy's shop, sandblast it, and maybe put some decorative pieces on it, nothing crazy, and then make the cushions. And then we'll be able to know where we're going to mount when we put them in the car. So, anyway, well, that's it for this update. Do me a favor, if you like the video, subscribe. And if you want to see something else I've done, there should be a link here. All right? And guys, anybody ordering t-shirts, give me 48 hours to get them shipped out. I make them myself, so I do that at night and whatnot, and it takes me a little bit to get them done. And those of you that are wondering where to get the t-shirts, it's on brokebastardgarage.com, and then you'll see a tab on there that says BBG gear. Go on there and I've got t-shirts and stickers and stuff. I'm steady adding more stuff to it. Hats are to come pretty soon. So yeah, anyway. All right guys, well, have a good night.